Hey everyone, welcome to the video. I know this is a little bit different for a Trials for Noobs video, but I just maybe thought going through the processes means the maps aren't, there's multiple maps this week. We're just going to get started right into here. Yes, I think it is Igneous Hammer this week. Again, we are looking at a 120 rounds per minute hand cannon, and it has many great traits. You're looking at Encore, Heal Clip, Rapid Hit, Keep Away, Fragile Focus in the first column. You also got Precision Instrument, Opening Shot, Moving Target, Incandescent, Golden Tricorn, Frenzy, and Eye the Storm in the second column. All these are great for PvE and PvP. I would not look down on either trait trees. Slick Draw might be the only downside on this side. Now for mags and barrels, I would definitely be looking for things that increase your handling overall, because even at 70 range, you're still sitting at 36 meters, which is nothing to scoff at. 36 meters is an insane amount of meters, especially for a hand cannon that is pretty easy to use and has really high handling. I would not be scoffing at that. Now, the only reason I would be going at handling over range is because even if you maxed out this big boy's range, yeah, you gain 4 meters, but what is 4 meters in Destiny? 4 meters in Destiny isn't that much unless you're at the high end of. I think you can make do with 3 less meters if you have higher handling, because you're able to at least move around a little bit better and close the distance a little bit better with higher handling. Sure, you would have 100, but that's only because I have this Slick Draw perk equipped. If you kind of understand my processes. Now, things I would be looking out for: Fragile Focus, Eye of the Storm is pretty good, Keep Away, Precision Instrument. There's, like I said, so many good traits on this thing. And I personally would be trying to get high handling because, unlike its predecessor, this thing does not gain access to the celerity perk, which just automatically increases its handling and reload speed. So it might feel a little bit sluggish, being it's a 120 hand cannon. On to the next point. We're going to be talking about maps.
Trials of Osiris.
We'll talk about Javelin 4 first. You guys kind of got a little bit of this last week, and if you're interested on the breakdown from last week, it will be in the pinned or somewhere like up here or up here, and you should be able to look at what our breakdown was for last week. Starting off with, we have our spawns. We got blue and pink. I think pink is better differentiation than red, because red we could show other things. So we're going to talk about the top routes. Top routes includes both of these points, and the reason for that is you're not going to really play these any differently. Javelin 4 is such a small map that you're not going to be setting up in positions and holding a position that much, because you're pretty much in the fray as you're running in. There's not much of a sit and wait for somebody to make a move. This map is all about movement. Move, 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 move. If you find yourself sitting in one place too long, it gives your enemy a chance to outflank you, outmaneuver you. All these things, this map is about movement. But there are some like general strong positions I could point out for you guys. Now, this seems like an array of mess, which it kind of is. Because, like I said, this map is all about movement. Like, these positions could be strong at one point in the map and then not strong at other points in the map. So you really have to get in the idea that you need to be moving. If you sit in one place too long, it could be very easy for the enemy to overrun you at your position. These are just general idea, like strong places you could sit for just maybe a little bit to get a quick angle on someone. And there are some hot spots for this map. These are all the hot spots for this map. These are areas that are probably like no-nos in the beginning of the rounds that you should probably not go, because it's very easy for sightlines to occur that maybe you didn't expect, or a bunch of grenades to be lobbed at you and you insta-die. Now that's it for the top routes and positions. Now to the bottom routes. Now this one will utilize less of the map, because going over here on the top part is kind of a waste of time. But I will say blue has a distinct advantage over pink on this side of the map when it's down here, only because they have much more positions to actually sit. And we have positions here. Really on the outside, you only have like 2 positions that are kind of defendable. So for pink, you really got to get in there and hopefully maybe hit a spicy snipe or take position up. I don't know if you guys can see that, but we will swap it real quick. Take position like here. You need to get in this area quickly. It's like as soon as the round starts, you need to be sending your fastest people there. Otherwise, it's going to be really hard for you to take this hotspot here. Like I said, blue has a distinct advantage on this map. Now, moving on to Pacifica. Now we are going to continue on with Pacifica. So what is Pacifica? Pacifica is a rather large map for trials. And as you can see from these points, these little like poorly photoshopped endpoints, that this map is all about setting up positions. These 2 maps couldn't be further different from each other, and they're going to be played way differently. We're going to start with the top here, up here, and you're going to have your main routes, which again are in pink and blue. Just easy to differentiate between each other. And you have your strong positions here. Now, positioning is going to be really strong in this map just because of the hotspots, right? You're going to have all these hotspots on this top point. Like you could go for a flank, which I could throw up flanks here and flanks here. Being contested before your flank is complete and you're like reaching these hotspots or these positions, then you probably want to retreat or try to find a different flank route because it is very, very easy to tell where somebody's coming from if you are on a flank route. So my thought process is that keeping 2 people at least going to the strong positions to kind of hold out for these top 2 points and preventing the enemy team from taking up their strong positions while somebody flanks, or you could overwhelm them with 3 people and immediately push them out. Like I said, this one's going to be a rough one because some of these positions are really strong if you take them at the wrong angles or the wrong positions, and it really takes some getting used to the engagements of this map. And again, it's going to be really hard this week in trials in general because you do have the rotations. You're not going to be playing on the same map every round, getting used to the flow of the map and getting used to how people play the map, what weapons people use, and what subclasses. You just kind of have to be prepared for both of them, which is hard. Maybe have like 2 loadouts in your loadout thing that work on both maps and something that you can quickly swap to kind of help you out on both maps. Now that's all we have for the top part. Now for the bottom part, this one is a little bit bigger, easier to see, but there are a lot of routes that you can take for the bottom part. The bottom part is going to be very much a poke game. It's whoever's going to give up and popping out and shooting a little bit and hopefully getting a pick before you push in, because there is a lot of open area here. You have to cross a lot of open area that is very easily defendable by both sides. And for those Destiny players that probably don't know what poke game is you're just kind of peeking, getting a little bit of shots in, recovering your health, and shooting and hoping you and your teammates or you or someone else gets a pick that allows you to aggress the advantage. It's a very, very slow game just because of the nature of the map. Now this can change if you're 2 players that come in here up top, aggress each other, and someone wins. That can kind of just throw the whole round off and into the favor of whoever won. That is why it's very advantageous to at least make sure this person in here is a competent player or that they are going to win their ones, kind of thing. You got some strong positions here. You got catwalk, you got inside here, and you have 2 positions here. You can also set back here. You can also set back here. You can also, if you do win the ones, you do have inside here on vent. And they are very strong positions. Very advantageous for you winning this map. Like I said, this one's going to be a difficult one. This map is very, very slow. Most of the time, obviously it could be different. I haven't played much this week. This is kind of what I got for you because I couldn't play as much. So I was just trying to get something out there so you guys wouldn't be left hanging. I hope you guys go flawless. I hope you guys do well. I hope you guys are flourishing and getting lots of igneous hammers. And I will see you guys next week. And I hope you all have a good one.
Trials of Osiris.